Back when I started, there wasn't nothing else to do. Kids didn't have your iPods to play on, and Saturday night they went to the races. That was entertainment.
Bobby Joe Moore has been racing since 1968. Throughout his many years, though, he has seen the sport of dirt track racing evolve.
I used to drag race. I used to motocross race, stock car, and I found I could make a little money at it. I could make more money working on. I used to work for Conagra's Frozen Food, make about $110 a week, 40 hours. I go to Centerville on Saturday night, and I could make 300, depending on what they was paying. I have won $500 features over there. It makes a lot of difference when you work all week. You make $100. You go over there in 2 hours, you make 300.
Bobby Joe made multiple small fortunes throughout his 48 years of racing by pushing his 55 Chevy to the limits. He started to gain a soft spot for the sport itself.
It's a fun experience. I used to think I had to be there every Saturday night. Now then, if I do other things, well, I don't go every Saturday night. But
Despite the opportunity to win a good chunk of change on the weekends, Moore still believes it's not all up to the driver himself to be successful.
it depends on how much money you got and how much you want to invest in it. If you want to run cheap, you start in the low class and run that way. If you've got some good sponsors and stuff, you can move on up. But you've got to have people with sponsor money to afford to move up. The average working guy cannot afford to run a $10,000, $20,000 car.
The price tag is not the only thing that has changed on the cars themselves.
They're a lot more expensive, or a lot more harder to work on. Back then, you went to the parts house and bought parts, at your automotive auto zones and stuff like that. Now then, you go to speed shops, and prices is ridiculous what you pay for parts now from what you used to pay for parts. You could build a competitive car back then for, $500-$600. Now then, $6,000-$7,000 to build the same equivalent car.
The high rising costs and the countless late nights begs you to ask the question if this sport is truly worth it.
Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you enjoy it, it's worth it. If you have a bunch of cars, they put on a real good show. If there's not too many cars, there's not a good spectator show. It takes cars to bring people to the bleachers, and it takes people coming to the bleachers to pay the purse. So you've got to have them both to work together for the track to make money, for you can make money.
The symbiosis of all the factors that go into racing help to make a solid foundation for all.
It's a family deal. It's a family sport. It's like my wife goes to me, she's my pit crew. She knows more people and talks to people. She was never around stock car racing until me and her got married. She always drag raced with her first husband that passed away. But now then, it's a family deal. We go over there, we have fun, we talk to people, and we socialize with them out off the racetrack as well as we do on the racetrack. So it's a family sport if you do it that way. There's some that takes it serious and don't do it that way, but